Hi, welcome back to the cabin. It's Ian from Off Grid with Peniglen Cabin Life. It's Wednesday Thoughts Down at the Cabin. It's season 4, episode 9. I wanted to talk a bit personally about myself. The topic is going to be, is it easy living off grid with bipolar? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. No, it's not. A lot of people, they say, I'd love to live off grid, it must be so easy, a simple way of life and all that. And it's not. It's a lot harder. It's like if I want to do cooking, unless I use my gas stove, which I try not to do because it uses a lot of gas, then if I'm wanting to cook a meal on a night, or wanting hot water, anything like that, then I've got to get the stove ready, get it heated up, and people think, oh, we'll just put some wood in. Well, I don't buy wood in. I cook my own wood from my woodland. I split it. I do buy coal, so I have that in. But it's a lot harder way of life. Everything about living off grid is a lot harder. And sometimes if you suffer with bipolar, then with bipolar you feel pressure in life that most people don't feel at all. And I do feel them pressures. Through this pandemic, it has affected me tremendously, to be honest with you. I've tried not to show it all the time, but it really has. I've got to the point where I don't really want to go out, and when I do, I can't wait to get back. I don't let anybody through the gate. To be honest with you, the only person I've let through the gate is Richard from Loch Ness Willie, because he comes and helps me out with stuff if I'm stuck. And he's looked round me cabin. He's the only person ever to look round. Well, Heather, his wife, came as well, so because they both came together, so they were looking around, they thought it were absolutely brilliant, so I was over the moon at that. That gave me a bit of a boost as well. So, because every single thing with this extension, porch, everything I've done by myself, not one person's helped me, and I've had no building experience at all. I've got none. I actually failed at woodwork. I failed at woodwork, and I've said before, my woodwork teacher said that you'll never do anything with woodwork, but hopefully you'll find something in your life that you enjoy doing. And for me, it's YouTube. I enjoy it. But through the pandemic, even though I've not wanted to go out or see anybody or see anything, then a lot of people in the country have really struggled with the health all the way through the pandemic and everything like that, and I relate to that. But in some ways, because I've managed to do jobs and do things, then it's occupied my mind and it's helped me out that way. Because you know what it's like, if say you sit down at end of day and you don't do anything for all evening, sometimes it can go around in your head things you're thinking of, and it can get you down and you can end up in a rut and stuff like that. And I have gone through that quite a lot sometimes. But I know that when I keep going, I just do a little bit every day, it occupies my mind and I don't think about things and stuff like that. So, but YouTube has helped me tremendously, and I mean tremendously, and I wouldn't be where I am today, sat here doing all this, if it weren't for you giving me the motivation by subscribing, and the kind of messages you write and motivational messages you put for me. I read all the messages and all the comments, and it really does help me out tremendously. But it's like with my illness, like I've told you before a bit about myself, that I've been in rehab and I've been in hospital in the past many years ago, and I definitely find that if I have any stress or pressure at all in life, then it can affect me. But how it works for me is, it's like in the past, if something happened traumatic within my family or my life, then I would be fine straight away. I'd be on the ball, I could get it fixed, I could do anything that way. And then after a few days, 3 or 4 days of coming down off it, bang, it hits me, and I become really unwell. And I mean really unwell, stress levels and everything like that, really bad, to be honest, like you would do with Manic Depression. But I must admit, part of illness, I've not had like negative thoughts, or I've not had anything like that. So really, living off grid has tremendously helped me, and it's changed my life completely, and I live in the middle of nowhere and I enjoy that. Because I always find with bipolar that when I lived in like Bolton or Barnsley, all the time you've got pressure bombarding you all the time, and most people don't feel or have, like when I was in rehab I had mates in there, but they used to stress me out and I used to stress them out. It was because we weren't well. And looking back, you kind of don't realise that. When you're in there you're thinking, oh, there's nothing wrong with me, I shouldn't be in here, and then they would think that. And end of the day, you wouldn't be in a rehab centre if there were nothing wrong with you, would there? So, but looking back I see that now, but at the time you don't think that way. And yeah, I've definitely become a lot healthier and better in my life by, yet again, saying off grid. It did change, it has changed everything, and I'm very lucky that I'm here and I live in this situation where most people are really dreaming to live the life I live, and I do know how lucky I am that I am living this way of life. Tonight I'm going to be making spaghetti bolognese, so I'm looking forward to that, a good hot meal. Now, other thing as well is, I keep mentioning this because I've had a few people private message me. They've asked me to tell them what lenses I'm using, and tonight the lens I'm using now is the, let's get it right, let me just come to the camera so I don't get it wrong. It is the 28 by 80mm lens. Now this lens doesn't have stabilisation in it, so hopefully it's pretty firm and not wobbling around. Now me walking forward on this boarding without the stabilisation, I don't know before I edit it, it might wobble a bit the camera, and that's because there's no stabilisation on it. It's a good lens, I enjoy the lens, but to be fair, the camera is quite a fair way away to get this image in. So some lenses, now I'm going to be doing some filming next few days, and I'm going to be using the 50mm lens, and that's the one that gives the cloudy background on the back, and then I'm in full focus, that's cloudy. So I quite like that lens. I've not done much filming with that for quite a while, so I've been trying to use a different lens as much as I can, so you can all see the different qualities that the lenses have. So that's it for today anyway. So that's it. So I will catch you all next week. It's the last episode next week. It'll be episode 10, and that'll be it for quite a while with the Wednesday thoughts down at the cabin. Give it a break for a few months and then we might do a season 5, I don't know yet. So listen, I'll catch you soon. You stay safe, you stay well, and remember, don't ever forget, dinky-doo.